Hey everybody, Frank Carlino here for Quick Poker. The villain is the big blind, player number 4431. And I had pocket fives in this hand. Little context. This guy was berating people in the chat constantly, like everyone at the table. And it was pretty unpleasant. So I opened pocket five. And the big blind, who was obviously being very aggressive, he's big stacked. He's up like a couple of buy-ins. He's up to 60 from 20. He makes it 3. I'm obviously going to call that because I'm set mining. I don't have to explain it much further. I mean, if he's 3-betting a big hand, I'm going to try to stack him. And if he has ace-king or ace-queen, I'm ahead. Does that mean I should 4-bet? Not necessarily. We're not going to go into that. But the flop comes 8-3-10. I have obviously checked to him, so I'm ahead of ace, king, ace, queen, king, queen type of hands. Let's see if he c-bets. And if I remember correctly, he c-bets about $3, which is half pot. So I'm going to make the call. 6 comes off on the turn. So if I had him before, I still have him, because if I was right that he doesn't have a pair. Remember what kind of sizing he chooses here, because he complains about it later. So he just doesn't really bet enough here. I mean, he makes the kind of bet where I feel like, what did he bet? I think he bet $4. Where if he bets 4, and it's like, okay, so if he had no pair, I should still call, and if he does, it's almost giving me the right price. Maybe if I was a little deeper, it's almost giving me the right price to still try to stack him. If I hit a 5. I mean, there's cards I could bluff. He might even just have ace-10. He might have 3-betted me with that. Or, yeah, he might have 3-betted me with that. So, I don't know. He was pretty aggressive. But I feel like if you're only going to bet 4 because you want to, like, extract more chips, then you have to know that if you bet 4, you need to fold if it looks like he caught up at the end. If you bet a lot, like a crazy amount, then you could just call off your chips because you put all the money in your head. But when you're putting small amounts, anyway, you'll see why I'm saying that. So I just call that, and the river is a 5. Bink. So I made a video a couple of days ago about value ranges, check back ranges on the river for your opponents. So this is the kind of situation where I have to check, so he could either bluff or value, or go for thin value. This was the type of player that would go for thin value. So those are the type of players that you need to check raise on the river. But I knew he didn't have a hand that was going to check back, but had value. And this was not the check back type of guy. So I just had to check one more time, and then I do the snap jam. Watch this. I check. He thought about it for a little bit, and he went for a nice half pot size bet now, and I insta jammed. Okay, and then he's thinking about it forever, and then he was calling me all sorts of names in the chat about blah, 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 blah. But this is such an obvious fold if you have a 10, ace-10, or an overpair. I'm never bluffing. I'm never check min-raise. If I was bluffing, I'd have to wait. So I made it very obvious that I had it, but I knew he would still call anyway. So this is the kind of situation where, listen, bluffing doesn't work. Like, in certain situations, people are going to call. And so this guy, my line here, like check min-raise river, yeah, huge pot. Huge pot at just one. I won here, and this is such an easy fold for him. Can you put in the chat or make a comment like what could he have possibly beaten if he had a 10 or a pair? Like, what hand am I turning into a bluff here? Like ace, maybe I have ace-5 of hearts that I want to turn into a bluff, but I snap re-raise jammed him, and it was so obvious he was beat, and he just called anyway. Like, stubborn. Listen, man, go big for value and check raise. Thank you for watching.